Alright, welcome to SCUM. We are looking at our character in first person view, looking at the huge amounts of stats on the screen here in the metabolism tab. We have completely bottomed out our base dexterity score because if you eat a whole bunch of calories and you keep going over 100% calorie count and consuming more than you actually burn, your dexterity score will lower. So any of the skills that you had here, they're stuck at basic. If you had them higher up than that and you dip below, I think it's 2, they're stuck at basic category. Constitution is going down because we are basically just loafing off a rather substantial meal. We had some spaghetti bolognese, which is a whole lot of calories. We got some antibiotics out of it, so that's cool. So yeah, strength has slowly been creeping upwards, but I've noticed that once you get your dexterity at 1, further excess calories doesn't actually affect your weight. I'm not getting any body fat percentage, I'm not getting a fat mass change. There is no increase in my mass. So I'm sitting at 127.701 kilograms, which is, I don't know, 250 pounds, roughly. Probably a little bit more than that. So, yeah, we're, big girl. Quite, what I would consider to be dangerous curves. So, we managed to find ourselves a few things here. You know, making this is a lot of hard physical work, but I try to eat well, so we're not starving ourselves making stuff and surviving in the world. We got an exercise bike. We can ride around here. I tried doing you get the wheelbarrow and you press T to bring up the chat menu while you're spinning around in a circle. You just kind of spin around in a circle forever and ever and ever. That gets tedious and makes you dizzy after a while. At least with the bike, you're growing somewhere while burning muscle mass. Well, consuming calories, you're doing stuff. So anyway, we're going to show that off here. We're going to go into metabolism mode. You're going to see what happens when you start burning calories when you have a dexterity of 1. Let's go ahead and toggle up full-blown sprint mode. So I'm gaining fat mass now while exercising because my muscle mass is going up. So I guess the game has logic in it that says your maximum amount of fat mass that you can have on your character at any one given time is kind of tied to how much muscle mass you have. So the only way to make this character heavier at this point is to pack on more muscle, which then supports more fat. It's kind of a weird dynamic because right now I think my fat percentage is at 38%. I think it's stuck at that. That might be the limit. You can go below 38% for sure. I started off below that, but you can't go above that. So yeah, that's kind of a thing I found out recently. I was like, oh, you can't just basically overeat your character to death and have them pack on so much weight that they become absolutely, like, obesely, like, morbidly obese. Like, the way she looks now, she is not morbidly obese at all. She's just curvy, mostly on the top end. I'm not sure if there's going to be an update to that to kind of change how that behaves at all. Maybe. It's like, hey, what if you want to make a complete absolute someone morbidly obese? Like, what if you want to make, like, what if you're like me physically in real life and your BMI is like 32 on the scale? You say, hey, I want to make someone that kind of looks like me, has a beer gut, over the prime, middle-aged, and has a punch. Well, I don't know if the game lets you do that. Now, if you look at the zombies come in all different shapes and sizes, which is kind of cool. But the player characters, I mean, I've seen some still shots of people making an absolute ripped mass monster. I guess not a mass monster, but they're chiseled. They are all sorts of looking super like everything's taut and it's muscular and low body fat, and they've done a bunch of work in game to do that. And not just single player, they've done it on a multiplayer server as well. It's like, well, I'm playing single player. I don't have to worry about player characters like running up to me and like, you know, shanking my ribs and killing me. So that's cool. So yeah. So now I was at 127.701 just from that little bike ride, and now after that we're at 718.718. So just walking around, I'm gaining fat percentage just by moving, because I'm also affecting my base strength. Any sort of movement you do affects your base strength. And as far as I know, there's no way to lose strength. You just kind of, just the virtue of moving around, you put strength on because you're active, and your constitution goes up. Your constitution will drop if you're inactive, but strength doesn't go down. Anywho, so while we're here, let's look for some more calories to stuff away in our chest of goodies, because, you know, apparently I can't have enough. Gold snack. I find this game to be very relaxing to play because I'm not playing it at multiplayer. And I have zombies turned off. I had briefly turned them on, but it was kind of a pain. Ooh, let's go for some eggs. Eggs are in here. There's little birdhouses. I guess somehow chickens are able to get in here and deposit eggs. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but it works. So really, we're back at the difficulty level of I don't have to worry about anything except, you know, accidentally killing myself due to stupidity, or wild aggressive animal shows up and tries to eat my face for lunch. And that's I could throw that together with another egg. I wouldn't want to eat that one by itself, but I could combine it with something. Alright, 2 eggs. I think I have some spare eggs at the shack, so we'll do alright there. So if this looks kind of funny, it's because I am recording it ultra wide. That's fine, right? It's kind of fun trying to read the text on the screen. I gotta swivel my head a whole bunch from left to right in order to see the stuff that's usually kept in the margins. That's alright. Let's get on up here. Enter the little side stores they got here. A pot. What's your condition? 92%? Sure. Oh, I can't actually stick that there. It's too wide. I got a baseball bat, a pitchfork. We can go up to Dr. Frankenstein's mansion and 92.7, 91.7. Well, guess what? This one's better. I mean, do I need another pot? Probably not. I got lots of kitchen knives. I stashed up on a bunch of those. Sunglasses. Firefighter pants. Alright, let's go ahead and shut that. Oh yeah, laundry room. Check here, look for, maybe there's some clean underoos in here. Pajama pants. Spitfire jacket. I got a cotton hoodie. Kilt. I think I have that color kilt, so I don't need to gate that anymore. Anything in the trash? A strip of rag. I guess this hotel has full service laundry that you can drop stuff. Oh, at least it did. There's nothing now. It's a complete falling apart wreck. Ooh, a Halloween mask. Not sure if I want it. A lighter in passable condition. Sure. I do use the lighter on occasion to motorcycle glasses don't need. I got the torches in my shack. Mostly I use them at night, 1 for light and 2 because it gets cold. As stated before, we're down here in the south central portion of the map. This is like the Mediterranean climate section of the map. These areas are cold. I've flown over this. That's basically the ersatz Chernobyl area. That's always fun. Fly too low, you start picking up rads. Oh, we got hazel oak nuts. Sure. Are these going to make me sick? Nope. Check the stove for loose goodies. Ooh, we got an onion in not very good condition. I'll pass on it. We got a carrot. That's even worse. I'm not going to pick that. Nothing in the fridges. This is where all the good stuff is, the storeroom. Ooh, meat snack. We got peaches. Alright, we got chocolate bar. Heck yeah, chocolate makes everything better. I got a pear. Alright, cool. Toaster pastries, those are great for quick calories. What was the condition on that? That's not too bad. We'll just eat the hazels. Hazelnuts. Filberts. Instant oatmeal, that's really good for nutrition value. Just pick that up. Alright. We're not done yet. There's other stuff. I guess the receiving yard. A chocolate bar. Alright. Trash. Got the world's worst padlock. Probably a master lock. Bunny Star cereal. That's usually pretty good for nutrition as well. I'll just eat the apple. Yeah, stomach. As long as the stomach and intestinal conditions aren't totally filled, you can stuff your face pretty good. Motorcycle mask. Ear plugs. Insulator gloves. Don't have food in here. Sugar beet. I don't think I've seen that before. Sure. We're just loading up on caloric goodness here. More apples, more fruit. Vitamin C is important. More cereal. More tourist beds. Another one of those little storage you find at the base of the ooh, we got canned tuna fish. Sure, we'll take that. So you're on vacation. I'm gonna deal with this here in a bit. They're gonna take my apartment complex. They're gonna spray it for tint it and spray it for bugs, which is fun. But they said, hey, you can't be here overnight because obviously they're gonna pump the thing full of chemicals to kill all the bugs. It's not good for human beings to breathe. I was like, alright. So I have a timeshare. I said, well, I got points. And I have a deed to use them. Normally, I don't usually use the stuff. I let my ex use them because we were together when we got it, so she's kind of a co-owner for it. Or I let friends use it if they need to. So I actually had a need to use it this time. I said, alright, I need to put myself in a hotel. So you go to a hotel, and you're checking in, and there's usually like stores and shops and stuff on the ground floor or nearby. That's what that was back there. It was, you know, a little... Oh, I forgot a toothbrush. You know, I didn't pack it. Or I need to bring more toothpaste because TSA said that's a full tube of Colgate. You need to get rid of that. Which is like, why? It's freaking toothpaste, guys. Come on. Ugh, I hate air travel now. It's terrible. Alright. Do I need to drink more water? No, we're actually good. Oh, look at that calorie reserve now. Alright, what did I start off before? Okay, we're at 7.2 now. So just walking around doesn't do a whole lot. But if you already have your dexterity at 1, which is basically 0, you're going to deal with that. So yeah, that was kind of a mechanic I figured out. You can't get base dexterity below 1. I don't think you can get any stat below 1. It's really hard to lose constitution. I mean, you literally have to sit around and do a whole bunch of nothing for days on a time in order to lose a whole bunch of constitution. I started off constitution this game at 1. I think I started dexterity at 2. And strength I started at 4. So I did 4, 1, 2, 5. And that's how we're looking at after 40 days of in-game time. When you die, it's really nice. It resets all your vitamins and minerals. Right now, vitamin D is looking pretty bad, but I could eat some eggs to do that. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. I got to figure out like what it takes to continue increasing your weight, even though your dexterity is at bare minimum. Just raise strength, and then your dexterity, you'll get fat gain from that because you got the muscle gain to do it. Because for some silly reason, these two numbers are tied. I guess they can't just... I'm not sure how the maths on that, but yeah. I guess as long as these numbers are basically... They're in sync is what I'm guessing when this number is at 1. I'm sure there's like people who figured out what happens when all this goes on. I haven't figured it out yet. I know they're tied together at this point. I just don't know exactly how. Anywho, that's all I got. I guess I'll talk to y'all later, and y'all have a good day.